Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you at Mr. Sean Higgs on the X. Welcome on into the show on a Monday, June the 17th. Hope everybody is well. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channels, Winning Free Picks and Sean Higgs. We had a Facebook page as well for Winning Free Picks. Come check it out. As always, I appreciate everybody popping in. If you leave comments, I try to get back to you. Hit the like button. Awesomeness. But let's go. We got a short little schedule here. We got 3, 6. We got 9 baseball games. We got some NBA game going on tonight. We'll talk about it. Put some picks up here in the video, and then you could start your Monday if you haven't already. Depending on where you are, it could be high noon. It could be 9 a.m. It could be whatever. It could be 9 o'clock at night somewhere else in the world, wherever you're at. But thanks for popping in. Let's get to the stuff. I'll tweet out a couple plays here. We got some player propaloppies going as well. Let's put the picks in the comment section for those here in the comment section. They are out and about. Load it up. There you go. There you go. And we got some props today too. Quite a few. I wasn't going to use any props, and then I just said, you know what? Let's go with it. That's what she said. Just go with it. There's no recap. We were off for 3 days, although I did come back last night. 198 plus 740 with our Major League Baseball picks here in the Midday Money Show. Said Braves last night over the 8. It's still here. Added the Angels over 8.5. We'll talk about props in a minute. NBA 62 and 54 plus 575. We're going Mavericks first quarter money line plus 140. Celtics first half minus 4. My thought process behind this is yes, the Celtics were embarrassed going for the sweep. Now they're home. Now, if the Dallas Mavericks have any sense of extending this another game, you better win the first quarter. It's plus 140. We'll take it. Worst case scenario, we split. We lose the first quarter, win the first half. We're at 0. Best case is Mavericks come out fast, maybe jump to a lead. Celtics come back second quarter, take care of business. And we cash them both. I think really we split here and win $40. To be honest with you, I think the Mavericks surprise a little bit. I think they're being written off. But the Celtics, they're home. They rested some guys. It was a blowout. That's what I like. No hockey. No hockey. Props 96 and 144 plus 1620 here. Now, I usually don't spread them out all this craziness. Usually I'm on one game. We look to hit a bunch of guys in one single lineup, stuff like that. I jumped around a little bit today just because I wanted to kind of take a different approach. We had lost a few in a row. We had a high watermark of props. We were at, I believe, at 2 dimes. 2075, I think was our high mark. 2075, maybe. So we've dropped a few. 2360 at one point. So we're down a little bit in the last week and a half. So I'm kind of switching around to what I was doing and just trying to go a different route with the way I look at some of these Ribby props. I will start in Philly with Mr. Braum. Team leader in average and in ribbies, right in the middle of the lineup. And I said last night, I sort of like the Padres. Right? We thought about using the Padres here plus 155 against Randy Vasquez, who I think will give up some runs here. I'll take a 125. It is a little low at 125. I'll swallow it here with the meat of the order guy. I did think about Kyle Schwarber because he's been red hot last week. 3 homers, 7 ribbies. He's at 125. Plus, he's a leadoff guy. So at that rate, I'm thinking, all right, he's hitting okay, but do I really have to kind of rely on a home run here for a ribby? So I'll go down the line a little bit, down the lineup, and take this cat at plus 125. Now, one guy in an absolute tear the last 4 games is JD Martinez of the Mets. You're going to give a plus 150 to me here. I will gladly take it. 3 homers, 8 ribbies, 9 ribbies last 4 games. He's tearing it up. I don't care about the homers are nice out of 9 hits. But take away those homers, and it's still a 6 for 13. This guy's still hitting 500. I mean, plus 150 on a team, by the way, that has won 5-0 and 8-10, playing pretty good baseball right now. Nemo's not really hitting all that much, but I like Brandon Nemo, and you're going to give me a 190 again. This is a team that's playing good baseball right now. Granted, Gray has not been terrible in his 2 starts since coming back from the injury list. He had a 2+ inning relief job, came in for 3 or 4 last game. Obviously, nursing him along. I don't think he's going to go 6 or 7 here, as good as the numbers are. Say he shuts down the Mets for 4 innings, 5 innings. Then I'm going to get a bullpen? Yeah. Give me some plus money here. So JD's a plus 150, Nemo 190. And I got an Alonso guy who, I don't know, last night check's probably on pace for about 40 homers again. Playing in a pretty good hitter park. I'll take a plus 175 here. Milwaukee. Willie Adame, a plus 140. Forget about his 240 average where he's hitting. The guy's got 51 RBIs. He gets 12 homers. So it's not like he's just hit 12 grand slams to get to these ribbies. He's obviously kind of clutch. 140, I'll take it. Yellick's another one. Plus 170, I'll take it. Hitting over 300 in a lineup that's somehow one of the top lineups in baseball. And Sally Frelick, the youngster, plus 210. It's a 210, and I like the kid. Taking a shot. Also, there's no Contreras listed here, DK. All DraftKings lines, by the way. The Angels. I looked for Pilar and a Rengifo, whoever the heck that cat is. Nothing. Their 2 guys are pretty hot for them. But I'll go with their rookie, second-year guy, whoever, catcher. Ohop, Logan, plus 140. And Zach Neto at a plus 180. This guy's got a little pop. And I said last night in this game, I got the over here in the chat, right? 8.5. So obviously I think we'll get some runs here between the Brew Crew and the Angels because we have 5 ribby guys posted here. Could very well been like a 8 or 9 between the 2 teams, honestly. I think we'll get some runs in this game here. Closing out the night at 9:38 in the PM. Reds Pirates. These lines may have changed since last night because Look Ahead Lines is exactly what it is. I put the lines in around 8 o'clock nighttime. We come in for the show. I said here, Pirates, it would be a run line play here versus the Reds throwing out a bullpen kid and Spears. Padres and Philly. Again, I sort of lean Padres here. The line has moved up a bit. If you want to take the Padres for me, plus 165 now. So it's gone up a whole quarter here. Philly at the 180, 185 mark. Run line's plus 110. Philly's beating a lot of the bad teams. About 10 games versus teams over 500 for Philly so far this year. St. Louis, Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray again off to a fantastic start here. Call me crazy. I want to take Miami. This line is now down to a 150 for St. Louis. I lean Miami. I didn't bet this game. Sox and the Jays. You can go get this as my top play of the day. It's on the sites. Go get it. It's $39.99, I think. But you can get a whole week for $31.20. Promo code midday. Make the smart money move. Tigers and the Braves. I like the over here. Simply based on the Tigers, as good as Olsen has pitched, the numbers are not bad for the guy. And yes, they're 1-12 in the starts, whatever. The bullpen or whatever for the day. How are they just giving up crazy runs like this? And the Braves, we've been under braving it since I want to say maybe in the mid April we kind of got off to that. Maybe towards the end of April. They started out really hot for the first 10, 12 days of the offense. They've hit a wall. Just a bad offensive team. Them and uh, Texas, huge under trends. But Freed's pretty solid. Tigers offense, again, they go over. This Riley Green, I like. I'm going over the 8 here. It was 8.5. It's come down to 8. I'm going opposite that move. I like the over. Got some runs from the Braves last night. Maybe the offense clicks a little bit. I thought about, I'm not going to lie here. I had a Olsen. He was a plus 135 Ribby prop. Ozuna, who is absolutely like a quiet MVP kind of guy here, at a plus 125. I just, you know what? I pulled the trigger back on that. I'm like, all right, with the Braves, are they over the hump here? Are they on the verge of breaking out after we get a couple runs from this weekend? But they did lose. Something to keep an eye on. Something to keep an eye on with those hitters. Mets and Rangers. We're just talking about this game here. I sort of like the Mets. Not gonna lie. You've won 5 in a row and 8 of 10. I'm gonna think you're playing good ball. You're gonna give me even money, maybe plus money. Rangers have dropped 6 of 10, 3 straight. I don't want to take it. Laying, whether it's 120, 220, 180, gonna lay with a guy who's could probably go about 5, 6 innings. No, guy could be throwing a perfect game. They're gonna take him out. It's no thank you on Texas. Next up here, the Giants and Cubbies. Hicks and Assad. This total now. This was a 9 last night. I guess they wake up. They get the weather report. Hello, it is a 10. Lines moved a little bit now. We got even on the Giants, 110 on the Cubbies. People coming in on Hicks. I don't know. I know people are down on the Cubs. I still sort of like the Cubs. You want to give me the Cubs at home and a pick 'em? I'm not going to say no to that kind of play. I sort of like the Cubbies here. It's just my opinion. Did not bet it. Did not bet it. Did not bet it. Dodgers. I said last time I want to take the Rockies. I still want to take the Rockies. Betts is out. Will it matter in a series versus Colorado? I don't know. It's Colorado. They're a bad team. But Cal Quantrill's pitched pretty decent. He's pitched decent. And again, this number we talked about last night, it was 195 pre bets going out for 6 weeks. It is now a minus 60 with the Rockies on the plus 145 side. The run line down to a minus 110. And Brew Crew Angels, you know where I'm going here. Like the over, we have 5 Ruby props in this game. So there is that. Again, top premium play is up. I'm number 1 or number 2 on all of the sites. Average odds at plus 104. Having a nice season. Promo code midday, 20% off. That's my sales. That's how I sell like a dummy. Dave, good morning, Hicks. My best bet today is Phillies run line and a nerfy Red Sox Toronto. Celtics team total over 55.5 first half. Let's start with Philly run line. I don't hate it. Hopefully it's my guy Bomb hitting a bomb in the first inning and getting us a ribby there. Phillies dropped 2, San Diego's dropped 3. Both teams 5-5 last 10, not really doing anything. I said last night, I said it just now. I sort of like the Padres a little bit with Vasquez. But good luck to you on a run line. Only run line would be the only way I'd bet that game anyway. Not going to lay a huge number. Nerfy, Sox, and Toronto. Well, Toronto have been a Nerfy team for the last month, that trend. They haven't scored in the first inning since the wheel was invented. And the Celtics over 55.5. I don't hate that because off a terrible loss, you think you're going to come out and maybe close it out at home. So, sure. Dave says, looking over the total 209.5. I don't hate the over. I don't hate it. Had it in game one. I like it. Marcos in the house. Hit the like button for you, Mr. Nika and Marcos Minute. We took care of the Marcos Minute for my guy Marcos. Sad day for me. The NBA season will end tonight, and I got to wait until September when preseason comes back. But, Boston wins 4-1, even though I said it'll be a sweep. Oh, boy. A lot of Boston love in the chat coming into the series. Only 2 Mavericks. Jesse said Mavs in 6. Poundit said Mavs in 7. They are technically still, Poundit's still alive in 7. We'll see if they sweep it up, Marcos. You can keep your NBA. Boston first quarter, first half full game by double digits. Brown MVP Celtics to win 133-99. Marcos all in on Boston tonight. Oh, my goodness. He said it's a sad day with NBA. I'll tell you what, somehow the Mavericks come out and dominate this game today. It might be a sad day for you tomorrow with those kind of bets going tonight. Mr. Hill, got the Celtics money line under 215 for 105 on FanDuel. Don't hate the 205, 215. Bump that up a little bit. I get it. I don't think this is a terrible spot here. 210, you bumped it up 5 points. I could get behind that one, sure. Facebook. Daniel King, Brio, Davis, and Dennis all hitting the like button. Thank you, Facebook crew. There's the Winning Free Picks YouTube. Give it a like, give it a follow if you haven't. There is my personal. Give it a like, give it a follow if you haven't. With NBA slowing down, obviously, it's slow months, so I got to get ready for some NFL and college football. But, of course, that means more baseball cards on the Sean Higgs channel. I'm on Lively over 8 boards. Luka points over. You're going to need them both if the Mags have a shot. So these kind of bets I don't hate because I don't think a team just kind of comes in and just lays a total dud. Not in an elimination game. Not an elimination game. Michael B's in the house. Mr. San Francisco Treat. Dave says Boston lock win tonight. Davis. Boston a lock. Philadelphia wins tonight. 4 straight losses for San Diego Padres, says Davis. I can't do the money line. Michael B. NBA, I said it last night, give it a first quarter over 54 points. All 4 quarters have gone over this number, and then I'll live bet the under. All the trends point to under in this game. I don't hate the first quarter over. I think Dallas has a lot to come out and play for, and I think the Celtics are going to come out with a lot to play for. So get the over. Picks for Dave in the house. What do you say, fellow? Best of luck to you. Follow Picks for Dave. And, of course, this Free Pick Show. Pick the wiener. The wiener. He spells winner wrong, but it's a wordplay kind of thing. It'll make you laugh, and it's kind of funny. And let's be honest, people like free pick videos. Glad to met David. Michael B. I'm taking San Fran Yaz home run prop on 3 of my 4 books. It is plus 220, but on one I found at plus $4. By far the lowest ever player I'm betting because the number's low. 4-1 for a Yaz. Not the Hall of Fame Yaz, but he does have the same name as the Yaz man. At Cubbies, the total is 10. Why not at 4-1? Nathan, lean Padres as well, but I like other spots. And that is fine. That is somebody growing in their betting, Nathan. You sort of like something, but you don't want to pull the trigger on it. I'd like something better. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Now, here the key to this is where the discipline comes into play. If it wins, are you going to tomorrow be like, oh, man, I should have bet that game? And then you're going to have something tomorrow you sort of like it, and you end up betting it. Now, if it loses, you just forget all about it. But either way, win or lose, you have to forget it and not use it to impair your judgment on Tuesday. Michael B. Giants Cubby game is now 10.5 with 9 of these offenses have been hitting. 2 solid pitchers on above the one must be pulling on. 10.5 now. Wow. Okay. I guess. Where's our Chicago? Where's Dr. Ward in Chicago? Calling the doctor. Where are you, sir? Brio's in the house, my guy. Good to see you, Brio. Happy Monday to you, my friend. Apache Storm. I hear fishing Missouri, just me and Higgs at some small bass in the Mississippi River. Doesn't get any better than that. Sunny, gray to get a win for the Cardinals, plus 140 to record a win. I don't hate that one. I don't want to lay a big number with Sunny Gray. So at a plus 140 for him to get the win, much better. Much, much better. Enjoy the fishing, Apache. I wasn't a huge fisherman. I liked when I was a kid, I'd throw the drop line off the side of the pier with a little string, had a little net, carve up a little bunker. We do just scoop up the crabs. I've only cooked the crabs once in my life after getting about, I don't know, we filled up like a couple paint buckets full, probably like 2 or 3. So we had a couple hundred crabs. Way too much work for no meat. But fishing, not my thing. Although I just throw my daughter a fishing pole. She wants a fishing pole. She wants to go fishing out in the Gulf. No, we'll see. Apache said, I just saw a turtle. It looks like Higgs. Told me to bet Jorge Soler home run prop plus 3-1 in Windy Wrigley today. I really prop. Well, Apache, you just saw Michael B's. He's going, yeah, it's 4-1. Soler, a guy who's got 40 home run power at 3-1. Why not? Why not? It looked like me, huh? It just had a giant head or a tiny head coming out of a giant body. Michael B. First 5 money line with the Rockies is only 115. That's not enough for me to jump on the Rockies. It'll be a full game or nothing. I don't trust the bullpen. So it is nothing. Again, though, you see that first 5, you're like, wow. Why not full game it? Full game it. DK's in the house. Welcome. Mel, Mavs will dominate tomorrow. I don't know about tomorrow, but we'll see how they do tonight. Maybe it's tomorrow for you, Mai. It's Mai. I said Mel. It's Mai. Here's my thinking on this game. I haven't bet it. You had the Celtics off a bad loss, embarrassing loss, but they kind of melded in and wasn't like guys were playing 47 minutes trying to get back in the game. You expect a better performance at home, closeout game. On the flip side of that is the Mavericks, who finally played a good game. Will it transpire over in an elimination game? Can they duplicate any of that? Not even duplicate for a whole game. Can they do it for a half? I don't think they dominate. I thought the Mavericks would make this a 6. I thought this would be a 6-game series to start. So as bad as they looked, if they win here, it's a 6-game series, and if they lose next game, so be it. Is it worth a shot here at 6.5? I think it's worth a shot. I don't think if the Mavs, but if they win, wow, okay. I don't know if that's gonna be. If they win, does that mean they dominate? I don't know if that means they dominate. Todd's in the house. I'm going one last time with Dallas money line, team total over 101.5. You've heard my thoughts. Reds money line, reverse run line versus Paul Skeens. Cubbies under 10. Braves over, yes. Toronto run line because some said Boston is a lock. Rockies money line. I kind of like the Rockies play today. Michael, honestly, if I was to take a side, it would be the Mavericks. I would not lay 7 with the Celtics. I see a ton of Celtic loves. Yeah, everybody's betting the Celtics like it's a foregone conclusion. They wrap it up at home. You know they're going to mail it in on the road in Game 4. Win at home court. Fans are happy, kind of stuff. I get it. Todd says one more St. Louis run line. It's going to get up to 3.5. St. Louis should kill them. Miami will not hit great tonight. Fishing Gulf Coast of Texas, Louisiana is a good time. Try a fishing charter. There we go. Yeah, well, definitely. I don't own a boat, so not a big boat guy. I don't know. I don't like the boats. I like swimming in the ocean. We were down in St. Martin on vacation, and my daughter's like, I don't like these beaches. I want to go back to Jersey. There's no waves. It's like, that's my girl. That's what we need. Nice Atlantic Ocean waves. Lane. I thought this was Lauren. I see the L's come up. It's Lane Gretzky. Hey, Lane. Big fan. Just got a new lawnmower. I'm dropping in here. Then I'm going to do some yard work on this lovely money. Nice. What kind of mower you got? Do you got one of those bad boy mowers, like the bad boy mowers bowl? I want to move somewhere that sells bad boy mowers. I got a landscaper, but I'd almost get rid of them if I could get a bad boy mower. They just look mean, like they're bad boys. I definitely need a ride on though. Bill says soccer upset today. Belgium losing, Ukraine lost early game, both upsets. Not to get political, how is Ukraine fielding a team of 20 something men in the middle of a war? Shouldn't they be fighting? Makes no sense to me. Is this the Euro Cup? Concave? What is this? The Copas? The Euro Copas? What is this? Soccer. Stop Cheers in the house. Let's get it. Good luck, all. Thank you, Stop Geo. We're going to try. We'll try to get some today. We'll try to get a little winners chicken dinners for us today, of which we have, that's the tickers ticking underneath. Braves over, Angels over. There we go. If you're interested in a couple free picks from yours truly, they are totals. Having a nice season overall in baseball. Totals, I'm going to tell you right now, we are ready for it. I believe 60% is the number. No, 58%. 62 and 62 and 44 gives us 58% winners on totals. So I've fallen below the 60% mark for the first time. That is what happens. I've lost my last two totals. I had a under Texas on Saturday 7. I had under the Braves 8.5 on Friday. I end up with a loser on the Cubbies over on Thursday and a push. So a couple losers there in totals. But it happens. Overall, again, 186, 168, 53% for 2504. Plus 2504 on the one site. Not too shabby. Not too shabby baseball. I think anybody else's plus money odds. Apache Storm. Solar will get a huge welcome back to his former team, and he misses Wrigley. Home run and Ruby props in every game in the series, of course, especially if Solar is batting fifth in the order. You know what? That might not be a bad one to look at for him, especially if you do. How about you do a home run Ribby, and I'd throw a run prop in there as well. I know you cash all with just the homer, but if he's raking at home, he likes the field and stuff. You know, he could have like 7 hits this series and maybe get driven in a few times as well. Always a plus if he's a homer. DeWalt Lomar already own a good number of their hand tools, so I figured I'd give them a shot and hope they have a good one. You have a good one too, Lane. So DeWalt, yeah, I'm a DeWalt tool guy. I didn't know they did mowers. I look at it this way, Lane. If you take care of something, it should take care of you. So it might not be but again, what's a good lawnmower? I don't know. I mean, I had a Honda mower one time. I had a, well, what was that called? Started with a B. I don't know what it was. It was pretty good. But you change the oil a little bit in there. You clean it up. What are you doing? Bill, Yankees doing bad again lately. Here's the thing, Bill, and I think I said this. If you thought the Yankees were going to play 700 ball the entire season and win 115, 120 games, you really probably shouldn't be driving cars. You need your head examined. It's not really. It's a really good team, and this is any team winning or even losing at clips like that. They're gonna hit a little skid. They'll hit a little skid. It's not that they're. It's not shocking. This is where you have to separate a fan from a bettor. Should they beat the Red Sox? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Have they have their pitchers exceeded expectations? Come on. Come on. Apache, my Cardinals need to trade Paul Goldschmidt to the Phillies and get prospects or trade to the Dodgers. I would, if I could get anything at this rate, I'll be looking for some hot dogs for Goldschmidt. I mean, Goldie's been terrible this year. What are you going to get from Goldie? You think you get prospects for Goldschmidt? I mean, what's he hitting? Last time I heard, he was like hitting 200, 227, 227. I mean, 2 years ago, MVP style, 311, 35, 115. Last year, 268, 25, 80. This year, 227, 8, and 27. Here comes old father time coming in for the win. 36-year-old Goldie. I'm looking to trade Goldie. What do you owe Goldie? You let freaking Pujols walk out the door with 4 or 5 good years still left in him, decent years left in him. Trade Goldschmidt tomorrow. I'm trading him. If I could trade Arenado, I would trade Arenado. See what I can get for him. You got, listen, Gorman's young, Burleson's young, Nootbaar. You got Dylan Carlson. When you have some young players here, who's the kid down in the minors? You have young guys. Trade away 2 old guys. You don't owe them anything. They're not Cardinal legends. Sonny Gray. I mean, you're in last place. Aren't they still in last place? I'm sorry. Oh no. Oh, actually, they're in second. They're in second place at 500. That's what happens when you get hot, I guess, in a crap division. They can't even trade anybody because they think they're going to make the playoffs. Sorry, Cardinal fans, you're in trouble. Oh my goodness, that's the last thing they needed was a win streak. Oy, oy, oy. Michael Bay, I'm seeing a lot of betting today. Is Solar. He had a good day yesterday, but he has been butt all season for San Fran. Well, you see the thought process here with why not take Solar? He's in a park he hits in, windy. He's a power guy. Worth a shot. Goldie, RBI prop because the Cardinals leadoff guys are finally getting on base. I like the kid Win. The truth is in the house. Over day in the NBA. I sort of like the over, honestly. Roberto, what do you think about taking the Marlins under? I don't hate it. I think the Cardinals are an under team. They have a solid pitcher on the hill. The Marlins, to me, are a terrible offense. I mean, and I was high on the Marlins coming in. I'm like, I got a Marlin playoff ticket somewhere. Um, the pitching's been bad. The hitting's been worse. You want to go under out? I don't hate this under. What's it, 7.5? I could do that. I could do that with you, Roberto. Moose is in there. Say, Sean, New York Alice one completing the parlay winner in lacrosse. Excellent, Tommy, because I couldn't find that Atlas. Granted, that was on Thursday. We're talking about it, and it was over the weekend while I was here, but I didn't even know where to look to find New York Atlas. I'd have to Google that. The New York Atlas. That's what you get to come into the Midday Money Show. Like, Higgs, I need some soccer. Listen, I don't have a lot of soccer. I don't do tennis. Golf's not something I bet on. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to pretend. Lacrosse, I leave it to the fans. Leave it to the chat. Lacrosse, college baseball, WNBA, not for me. All righty. Braves over, Angels over 8.5. Again, I just looked it up. 58% with totals on the season. Not too bad. Put some money in your pocket. Put some money in my pocket by hitting the like buttons and subscribing and sharing and coming back daily to the Midday Money Show. Or maybe you come around to look at lines at night. Either way, appreciate everybody popping in. Thank you for that. I'll be back tonight because we'll have to talk whatever's going on in this game. We're either going to get another game or it's a Celtics best team ever nonsense talk. I mean, all the Celtic fans will be out of the woodwork tonight. So I'll definitely come back for that. Because I did say I thought the Mavericks would give them a series. They have yet to do that. Bill, so do more totals than sides with that success? No, I mean, I get most of my plays are probably, I don't know. Let's see. What do I have here on run lines? Run lines are 51 and 42, 55%, but plus, I'll even write down because the site here gives you um, the breakdown of the dollar type. So that's 1567 with run lines plus 1700, basically 69.7. Totals are a plus 1348. And again, that's 62 wins versus 44 losses, as opposed to 51 wins and 42 losses. So 11 less wins, but I'm making 400 more dollars on the run lines. So there's that one. And just straight up sides. And again, it comes to my average odds are plus 104. My sides, straight up sides, 73 and 82 on the sides. 47%. 9 games under 500, 9 under, but we're only at a minus 540 on the season. So run lines have been excellent. Totals have been good. Around 500 with baseball, we're still down a couple units with just a straight up side bet. So I do mix it up, Bill. I do mix it up. Apache, Andrew Vaughn is steering the ball for the White Sox after batting a 199 2 weeks ago. It's Solar's turn. I like Vaughn. I'm a Vaughn guy. Ricky Vaughn as well. To Moose, can you believe the NBA Atlas game was on ABC? What the heck is going on? This is why I don't have a cable provider. I wouldn't know that. I'm not watching New York Atlas games. Bill says you're doing much better than last year in baseball. Last year, bad year in baseball. It started out good, and then it was just downhill. Right around it got bad. When did we really hit the walls in baseball last year? Because April, May, and June were good. I thought it was a bad August, September. Maybe it was a bad June on. We had a good first 2 months. I know that, Bill. Now couldn't get out of our own way. And again, I say all the time where I have trouble just moving on and getting off things. Even with the free pick sites, we were doing um, some ribby, some first fives. You know, this year everything's kind of clicking. Some days you have more games than others. Like, I mean, like Saturday, I had 6 games. I went 3-3, picked up almost $200. I had one game yesterday. Had one game on Friday. I got one game today. So it just kind of varies. Where last year, you still look at it and be like, all right, well, I'm going to stick with my things. You're expecting wins. They don't come. The losses just build. And then you start easing back on your bets, less amount of bets and less money on them, obviously. And then when you do win, you're not really chipping away because you're already down. You're like, you're not forcing things because you're not due to win. But yeah, I'll take a better year this year. It happens, you know. And I've said this. I know people in this business don't say it. Winning in all sports all year is tough to do. If I'm having baseball's winning, super. Hopefully, it's the entire season. And most times I find August, September are more tougher over the course of betting for me because you got teams that are just mailing it in. I got huge faves, and I don't like laying right, but I don't like laying 140, 150. So now all of a sudden these numbers are even higher. So then I'm pushing out more run lines, or I'm just grabbing dogs, thinking, hey, you're gonna give me 280. It should have been a 220. I'll get a little value, and then the losses mount. So if I could just maintain this a little bit, here comes football. I don't really think at football. I just kind of win at football. Getting everything synchronized at once, like hockey. Hockey was really good for all the way till the playoffs started, and then it went off the cliff. But then NBA came on strong or stronger. So it's weird. You just got to be able to see where you're hitting and move away from where you're not. Watch 10 minutes of the Atlas lacrosse game. What are we doing? Atlas lacrosse. Have fun with that. Speaking of having fun, we're going to have fun making some money today. Pair of overs, Braves and Angels, and a whole lot of proper-ramas. Ribby. Philly, we need a bomb from Brahm, plus 125. A little Met Magic. Meet the Mets. JD Martinez, 150. Brandon Nemo, plus 190. The Polar Bear, Pete Alonso, plus 175. The Milwaukee crew, Adames, 140. Yelich, 170. And youngster Sally Dog Fralick, plus 210. Angels, we're going to hop on in to a plus 140 with Logan O'Hop. And Mr. Nito, plus 180. And that's how you go 50 games under 500 and be up $1,600 because you get some nice plus monies. So we got a comment. I don't know where it went. There we go. Lindor Ribby. I didn't look at the Lindor Ribby prop. You want to take a Lindor Ribby? I think they're going to score some runs. I mean, I got 3 Met guys in here. You want to do a Lindor? Go for it, Apache. I grabbed JD just because the last 4 games the guy's on fire. I mean, 9 of 13. Forget about the fact that he got 3 home runs in those 9 hits. Just 9 of 13, you're putting the ball in play. If anybody's on in front of you, chances are you're going to get a Ribby here. And at a 150, sign me up. I just caught a huge catfish. Going to cook this thing tonight. Fading the Marlins. A catfish. Do you just put your hand in and grab the catfish out of the water? Or do you use bait for that? That's a cookie. We'll do a fishing show, I guess, one day. I don't know. I could do drop lines. If I was at the beach, the old beach house in Lavlet, I'd be just live streaming. I'll just be off the side of the little dock. Actually, I wouldn't put my phone there. It'd probably fall in. But I'd just be drop line it up. I always had like 3 drop lines and 2 traps. I put the 2 traps on the far end for the kids when they were smaller, just to pull up the traps because I don't want them jacking up my drop lines, not going too fast. Loved crabbing. Apache's using bait. I see those guys on like those ESPN bass things or nature, whatever channel. They just like put their hand in like the mud and pull up a fish on their hand or some crazy nonsense. To Moose. Yes, I put a bet on the Celtics plus 4.5 over 199. It was minus 150, which wasn't appealing, but I had a 33% profit boost. I get that to minus 113. Celtics at home getting 4.5 and over 199.5. Minus 113, Tommy. Looks good to me. I think you got a winner on your hands there. I'm a winner. I'm out of here. See everybody tonight after this game. Good luck.